And if, like I said, it'd be Tamara Morrison in a wig.
Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
And we're back here with the Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 11. Guys, Zach is here to keep me in line because we want to make sure that I don't go over too long because we're going to do The Mandalorian. I heard that this was a pretty cool episode and that Zach has kind of followed along a little bit with this show. And he doesn't really care if he gets too spoiled, but I heard there's something cool from the Clone Wars in this. Just to recap things, the Bad Batch, they were still stranded on that planet. They had their ship taken from Benny, who works for Mako. Mako's running these kids, kind of like Shanghai Knights. All those kids that stole from Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan. Mm-hmm. This guy has these kids like just affectionately adoring him, saying he lifted us up, he's here to help. But he's eating all the food and taking them like 95% of the profits. They confront him and Mako dies and these kids are now, they're running the operation. So now it's like Neverland. Before we jump in, we just want to tell you guys to support us on Patreon, and you can also click that thanks button. We appreciate it, and let's go. Well, that doesn't look good at all.
I did watch a movie today called The Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah.
Wasn't that good?
It's considered the worst out of
The three.
That series. And
The 10 Cloverfield Lane was great.
Is that the one with John Goodman?
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Great.
So there's just different corners of that universe. Oh, hey, shit, the guys from Battlefront, the originals. We also saw them in season 1 at the end.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead is a looker too.
She is. And John Goodman was right.
Well, he was right about what was out there.
Yeah.
Just wrong about being a crazy murdering piece of shit.
Describe
her.
Yeah. Kind of like
alien.
Yeah. So.
Nasty way to go.
So I can't remember the name of this mountain, this mountainous planet, but it's first mentioned in the original Thrawn trilogy. This is where the Emperor conducts all his cloning experiments, and they brought it into the canon. So we all know his end goal.
Welcome, Doctor. All preparations have been made for your arrival.
Notify me once our remaining vessels arrive, and see to the transfer of the assets.
Have the cargo taken below.
I don't know who that is. There's all kinds of people who pop in this show. So.
Not sure.
But did you play the Battlefront to see the games ever?
I've seen.
Yeah. So the Commando clones.
Been a long time, Mistress Say.
Oh no, let's say.
Indeed, Dr. Hemlock.
Oh, it pains me to see you like this. Prefer to rot in a cell instead of using their gifts to better the galaxy.
I am not especially motivated to continue my work after the Empire destroyed my civilization.
What was done on Camino was unfortunate, but know that your research remains intact. It'll now serve a higher purpose.
I know what Emperor Palpatine seeks to accomplish, and he will not have my cooperation.
Know that I'll be taking over operations here on Tantus, and I can do far worse than confine you to a cell.
We lost communication with Transport 904.
Oh, okay. Just Transport 9.
The recovery teams.
I was getting another Asian.
We need that asset contained.
Who is that guy? That voice sounds familiar.
It was very familiar. That's what I thought when he got off the ship there earlier, but I can't place him yet. I need to hear him talk without his whisper.
Yeah.
We were stranded on that planet, Sid. We needed you, and you left us.
You're fine now, aren't you? And you got your ship back.
There was no help from you.
Do you want to mope or make money? I got a tip on a downed ship, which means cargo right for the taking. I'll even give you 30% of the cut.
That is our standard percentage.
50% as a token of my goodwill. I'm sending you the intel now. Don't come back unless you scavenge something valuable.
What makes you think we'd come back at all?
Severing ties with Sid could be problematic. Perhaps we choose a diplomatic solution and complete this one last mission for her.
How hard could scavenging cargo be?
You know, she's also another unaltered clone. Yeah.
Oh, that'll fit into the universe down the line.
What?
Tamara Morrison in the wig.
Well, George always had that idea. It just never manifested. I think that's really cool, actually.
The crashed vessel appears mostly intact. The cargo aboard should be in fair enough condition to transport.
It's like indoor.
It does.
On 6 when the shuttle lands.
For some reason, pine trees in Star Wars I always like. Yeah. Maybe it's because of indoor.
The lighting, the angles,
Yeah.
the coloring.
Well, I was noticing the voice acting. At least that one scene where Nala Se was talking to Dr. whatever his name.
Hemlock or something
Yeah,
like that.
it was very. Remember Castlevania, kind of that restrained whisper performance.
What kind of ship is this?
Don't know.
No hull markings. Based on the severity of the impact and the lack of communication signals, the crew aboard most likely perished.
We don't know for sure. They could be trapped inside.
I like the idea of like her being like one of the last clones and everything else, but she's grown to be kind of like Ahsoka, be a pretty cool character because she has no home now, and her home is only these guys.
Where is everyone?
Check it out. High volt electro style.
Something unfortunate happened here. I will get the power restored and check data logs on the bridge.
By yourself?
Your concern is not warranted. I will be fine.
The Donatello, Some pretty good music in here. Oh,
containment room or something.
Yeah.
It's some kind of lab.
This medical equipment is Kaminoan.
What's it doing here?
It's their cloning technology, but this configuration is different than anything I saw in Topoka City.
Tech, find anything on the bridge?
Not yet. Still rerouting the reserve power. Stand by. The grid should be restored.
I think we're back in business. That's something off that. I feel like that thing would obstruct my vision, dude.
Danger. Danger. Danger.
Danger,
What
werewolves.
attacked this ship?
Right. What color is the alien blood?
The green acidic shit.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't, but...
It gets on you and it fucking burns.
I do remember that. That's why they can't rip off the huggers.
Mm.
God, I remember you had those fucking toys and you tell me about those movies.
Chewing on the power cables.
Alright?
Power this to the electricity.
What is that?
Back away.
Battery up.
Slowly.
Oh.
There's a sharkfish thing. The fins.
Dude!
How's it?
Is he the Zillo Beast? Like, is he like a...
Like a baby Zillo beast?
Yeah.
I barely remember the Zillo beast. Did it eat electricity?
It definitely did.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, didn't they take one back to clone?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tech, we've got a problem. Get on the ship.
This is terrible.
I suspect this is some type of research vessel.
We know!
And whatever they were researching.
It wasn't eating people, though.
And it's headed your
I don't think.
The Zillo beast in the Clone Wars?
No, it was just
Well, that might have just killed the people. You only know there's 8.
Yeah.
Does that thing look different to you?
I feel like they would have been more affected by an explosion than ours.
Yeah, it didn't do much to it.
The creature appears to be headed in the direction of the village.
We're the ones who let it out. We have to neutralize it before it hurts anyone.
How? Our blasters are useless on it.
Given the fact
Projectile
that the
weapons.
crew was most likely eaten by the creature, I doubt it is currently hungry.
It ain't the crew?
Access the lab files and find out what species we're dealing
Maybe
with
it's not
and
a
how to
real
stop
beast.
it.
I can help. I know my way around Kaminoan tech.
Go.
Because the thing is, legs were. It was kind of like a.
They had fins. I don't know though.
No, yeah.
If they're a baby, it might be like a tadpole deal.
Yeah.
They're just buried
When
in
they
the
were
ground.
on that Malice there, or they were on the planet with the Dugs.
They're all being shitty and throwing things.
Yeah.
No.
Jesus.
Report that it's on the ship.
You are familiar with this type of cloning?
Not exactly. I heard rumors of other Kaminoan experiments, but Nalase kept that data away from me.
To me, it was just the head, but now I don't know because I think that thing had a couple of different, had like 6 limbs. You know what I'm saying? And they ate electricity, but
As I said, I barely remember what the damn thing looked like. So if I was a cloning, if this is the result of cloning, maybe they didn't clone it completely.
These appear to be designs
Yeah.
using the creature's genetic material for modified armor plating. That must be why it was unaffected by our blaster fire.
that's
How do we
yeah.
stop it?
Uncertain. However, species feeds on energy, which propels its rapid growth.
You mean it'll get even bigger?
Yes. Much bigger.
So it's kind of like Godzilla. They verify in film that has a primordial stages. It has a infantile stages.
yeah,
Pupil stages.
metamorphosis
Yeah,
stages.
undergoes metamorphosis.
Dude!
There you go.
Too late.
How many limbs are there?
And 3 on the top around the torso, and then the legs
Okay.
and the tail. So there's 5 limbs total plus the tail.
Yeah. Okay. Old trilogy pieces.
Stop it before it gets any larger. I'm trying!
No! Damn it! It was like the clone dropship thing.
Yes.
I think they wanted to maybe eliminate
Let's
the
go.
people who
Not
saw
yet.
it.
I have not finished transferring all of the data.
That's so cool that they brought him back, dude.
I like the way they did it.
Yeah. I hate when I'm right and I think I'm wrong, and then being right. It's like
Yeah, there's
Cancels
been a
out.
lot of times where my gut instinct just told me something and I ignored it.
yeah. They had to put it to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Like, and there was like 1 million people trying to take that thing. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, it's both.
Was it overloaded?
No, I can't remember. It's some kind of technology. I remember them being shot with that because it made it kind of like dramatic and epic.
Claw machine.
Like in Toy Story.
Yeah.
Dude, that ship's gotta be huge.
Fuck yeah.
You're taking it. Let's not be next.
It's a cool looking dropship.
They're gonna take him out. The place looked like all the Instagram places, pictures I sent you of Switzerland, I think.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. Really, kind of the medieval, like old world style villages.
In Star Wars, just so easy to get away sometimes.
I know. Unwieldy. Hard to carry back.
Yeah. Okay, it's definitely not as big as the one.
No, that's not full grown.
Yeah.
Just relocate him. You think they were going to kill him? They just kill him there.
You figured.
The crashed vessel was part of an Imperial cloning operation.
The Empire cloned the Zillo beast?
Yes and no. The directive came straight from the Supreme Chancellor before he became Emperor.
What's he want with it?
The creature's genetic material has the potential to be weaponized in the hands of the right scientist.
Where were they taking the creature?
Unknown. The ship did not have a destination log. From what I have gathered, I suspect the Empire did not destroy the cities on Camino to end cloning. They merely wanted to control it.
Send the data to Echo and Rex. See what they can find out.
Yeah, Echo lives. But he's all like a cyborg now. They tortured him and everything for years. And had all these tubes in him like Neo. Yeah, he's disgusting. He's all pale.
Doctor, the creature has been recovered and is now safely secured below.
Good. And our other guest?
The shuttle is arriving now.
However, one vessel escaped our assault. It was a military-class shuttle.
Find out who it was.
Yes, sir.
Who are these guys joining the Republic? Just particular assholes waiting to, you know. Yeah,
Was it her?
Prime Minister.
it's a him. It's
Apologies, former Prime Minister.
Obi-Wan talking.
Why have I been brought here?
The cooperation of your chief scientist has not been forthcoming. Nalisay's defiance is problematic.
It must be frustrating to have your resources but lack the expertise to achieve your goals. If you fail to convince her, it won't be long before you are in a cell like me.
I fear you misunderstand your situation here. If you know of a way to persuade the scientist, now would be the time to mention it.
In exchange for my freedom, there is a particular clone you must locate. A young girl. She is the key to controlling Nalisay.
How very interesting.
He said that's so cool.
We have much to discuss.
Well, Zach, you've like I said, you paid attention kind of the storylines of this. First question: animation, quality, voice acting. What do you think?
Oh, I wouldn't say it's worlds beyond Clone Wars, but it's so much better.
Like at least twice, probably. Yeah.
If not more.
See, Clone Wars was damn good in its day. I mean, the stuff we're watching now came out over.
Well, if you go back and watch Beast Wars now, you realize how far things have come.
Yeah.
Because
there's another show that's like
smooth.
some purple kid and his brother. It's like some CG show also.
Purple kid and his brother?
Yeah, I mean...
He's purple. The kid is purple.
Yeah, they're all weird looking.
It was on with Beast Wars?
Yeah, it was on that network. It was in the mornings before I went to school. Now, this show, it was the least interesting thing to me in the world at first. I watched it because I love Star Wars, and it ended up having some really good things. And here we're laying the seeds for more of the Emperor's cloning shenanigans. Mm-hmm. To me, in the old EU and now, and one thing I love about 9 is the Emperor. Just the idea of him, for decades, wanting to do this. I
get it. I guess for me, I'm just excited to see where they take things with new villains. I don't need Palpatine rehashed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it makes sense that he would want to explore cloning technology and live forever.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see what they do with Thrawn.
Me too.
I want to see where they take shit and, like, you know what I mean? Give us, and even though he's an interim villain, because we know he exists between the Mandalorian,
6 and 7.
say, and
6 and 7. There's like 30 years there.
Yeah. So you know he's just a blip.
Yeah, that's a lot to do. Like, you can have multiple galaxy-wide threats.
20 years the Empire existed.
Yeah. Which is, for me, it was cool to have the Zillo Beast back in a meaningful way, because a lot of people think that's like the coolest arc. It just, we had a kaiju type thing.
Well, I like that they kind of did a Shin Godzilla deal here with it.
It seems like the villagers, who were just kind of innocent bystanders.
The band.
What's that?
The band.
Yes.
That was the village people.
Okay.
Sorry.
And Lamasu is throwing out Omega to save his hide, kind of.
Yeah.
And Nala Se, it's shown that she has kind of raised her and cares a lot about her and cared about Boba Fett as well. Mm-hmm. I just want Boba Fett and Omega to meet. At this point in their lives, they're very different people.
I just wonder if they're going to bring her into how this ends for her.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Bad Batch, and if they're going to bring her into live action. And if, like I said, it'd be Tamara Morrison in a wig.
Well, what kind of girl? What kind of New Zealand?
They would alter her, and in a way that, you know, there are very interesting details about Star Wars. I wouldn't say we bicker, but we verbal fencing about the prequel trilogy.
Yeah,
but it's never so much about the ideas that are put into Star Wars as much as it is the execution. And
I certainly agree, it's not executed as well.
Yeah, we got Tantus.
Yeah, and that is the exact planet that was from the Thrawn books.
Okay. Well, I wonder too with Thrawn if they're going to bring in the Asalamir. Or the Salamiri, these lizards that create this little force bubble.
I can tell you in Rebels, they don't forget about that. This was a cool episode, and I know you don't spend any time with these characters, but they're all played by, obviously D. Bradley Baker. They want to have all these different archetypes, and like it was essentially this. They're the Bad Batch. They're called the Bad Batch because they're just these clones with these heightened abilities, but they also lack in other ways. I've grown to really like the show and the characters, and the production value helps. So, anyway, that's all I got. Say hi to Zach. He's not here in all these. He wants to be in more. There's a couple episodes left. So, anyways, guys, I hope you like the reaction discussion. Now, make sure you check out The Mandalorian, because we're going to be reacting to that. So, we're out of here.
All right, thanks everyone for tuning in here. If you like what he usually does here, like and subscribe. You'll find both of us elsewhere.
Yeah.
There's an Instagram, there's a Twitter, there's a Instagram, Twitter.
And a TikTok.
And a TikTok.
Yeah.
And a link tree.
But don't download
it. Saves me from all of that every time.